What's going on, everybody? This is at Mechanical Flips from Instagram, and this is my recommendations for best $200 to $300 ballys. First off, we have the Flytanium, designed by Eldon Talisong Z, 70-75 channel aluminum handles, AELB blade, running on bearings. Next, we have the Kershaw Lucha, running on bearings, 14C28N blade, and this has titanium handles. Next, we have the Blade Runner Systems Replicant, which runs on bushings, 154 cm blade, titanium liners, G10 scales. And then, last but not least, we have the Squid Industries Krake Raken, 70-75 channel aluminum handles, running on bushings with an AELB blade. The weight on these four knives are Talisong Z weighing in at 4.20 today. I know it was 4.2. Oh, there we go. 4.23. My Replicant, which has Foxfire spacers on it, weighs in at 5.08. I think it's more around 4.5, 4.6 stock. Flytanium Lucha comes in at 4.52. And the Squid Industries Krake Raken is 4.41. First off, I'm going to talk about the Krake Raken. This is one of my favorite valleys to flip. The Bowie in particular. I've had two different Tontos as well. The first one I had, I actually completely beat. I flipped it over concrete every single day with zero issues. This one is the V2.5, which I've been trying to take a bit better care of. But in the long run, these are still very durable knives. But cosmetically, it'll look bad. Next up, I'd like to talk about the Blade Runner Systems Replicant. I want to start by saying that this is in my pocket every day. What I love about these, well, for one, they take a very solid beating, and you can always get replacement scales from anybody like Spasm Fingers, JT Design, and Hammer Design. Overall aesthetics, I really like the blade. It's not too awfully complicated to retip. And one of the best parts about it is the aftermarket. Tons of mods for these. You can basically build a replicant with no replicant parts. This has Foxfire's factory spacers. He is also making liners now as well, and tons of people also make reblades for these. Next is the Flytanium Lucha. My biggest issue with this is with these handles, I feel it's a little blade heavy. It's not as neutral or handle biased like the others. And the hardware. It's got T6 body screws and T8 pivots. The overall blade on it is very nice. And this is the black wash model, and these scales have been anodized. But it is still great to flip, and you can get into a Lucha for $110, I believe. And there's tons of other options as far as scales as well, from Flytanium and soon to be from Patient Zero Balisong. Last but not least is the newest to me out of all of these knives. I've had multiple Krake Rakens, I've had 3 or 4 replicants, and I've had 3 to 4 different variations of the Lucha. But the Talisong has been around. More of a mid-tech by Eldon Tally at the time, but this is the first production model. My biggest issues with this is the bearings are a little noisy. A little bit of oil helps out with that. But the pros outweigh the cons on this. The texture is amazing. It has very aggressive texture on the faces as well as jimping on the backsides. And it's just an amazing looking knife. I really would like to see where this goes down the road, and I would love to see somewhat of a pro model that might cost a little more that comes on bushings, and I think this would be an extremely top tier flipper. So where do I rate all 4 of these knives? Number 4 is going to go to the Flytanium Lucha. These are all great flippers, but this one, I mean, this is just personal preference on all of this. The whole video is my least favorite to flip out of the 4, but it's still a great flipper. Anybody could flip it and anybody can learn on it. Number 3 goes to the Krake Raken. The only reason that this did not score at number 2 for me is the texture. This is a pretty slippery knife. The bushings are great. The overall construction's great. Anybody can flip this. Everybody uses these in competitions as well as the Replicant or Alpha Beasts or design knives. But that is my biggest complaint with it, is sometimes it feels pretty slippery. It was a close call for the number 2 spot between the Krake Raken and the Talisong Z, but for me, the Talisong Z gets number 2. What does it for me with the Talisong is it's got the right amount of roundness, and the texture is amazing for doing choker fans, ladders, and it's just a great knife. I really like what they're doing with this, and it is supposed to be a stocked item, no drops, always ready for anybody to buy. They also say that there will be more color options, and if anybody's watching this, I think it would be awesome if they came out with a bushing version of this knife. You know, I understand that it would have to cost more, but I think it would be very, very good, and I think way more people would be wanting it. I'm not saying get rid of the bearings, but a bushing version would be awesome. Call it a pro model. And the winner is the Blade Runner Systems Replicant. This has been one of my all-time favorite knives for a long time, so call me biased if you want, but it's kind of like the AR-15 of balisongs. Everybody makes a part for it. You can literally build one from no factory parts, and you can tune them with said parts to make it any way you want. And that's why the Replicant wins for me. And don't get me wrong, out of the box, it's an amazing flipper, along with like the Krake Raken. You know, everybody's flipping those in competitions for a reason. I'm gonna throw in random footage I have flipping all of these knives, except for the Lucha, because I do not have anything prepared for that.
I I got big dreams coming up from the bottom. Man, it's hard to keep going. Let's see how bad you want them. I got big dreams. It's my moment, I'll take it. On the road to the top. Better know I ain't changing.
I keep my foot on the gas, never slow down. I got my name around the city, they've been holding me down. My head's in the clouds, yeah, you know I'm smoking. I've been puffing on some shit that you can smell as hella potent. I just roll it then light it, spit raps I'm colder than ISIS. Big facts, my flow been the nicest. Been had to hold like a vice grip, man, I'm just saying. I don't know too many cats that work as hard as me. Once I get the rock, I take my shot, there ain't no guarding me. Man, I passed your luck, I'm so sick of being modest. I've been grinding on my own, I got to work and put the time in. So I'ma chase my fucking dreams, cause I don't have no other option. I'll go harder every day, because I know my daughter's watching. I swear I do this for the ones that say they love me to death. My ambition to win is what I'm about to manifest. I got big dreams coming up from the bottom. Man, it's hard to keep going. Let's see how bad you want them. I got big dreams. It's my moment, I'll take it. On the road to the top. Better know I ain't changing. I got big dreams. I gotta make sure that I'm focused. Stay on top of all my shit. Start to live life in the moment. I was down and I was out. Felt like shit could get more hopeless. I found the best of what's inside of me when I was at my lowest. Man, I swear I never give up. No matter what life throws at me, I'ma carry all my fucking baggage like some groceries. Put my family on my back and run it how it's supposed to be. My wife gon' hold me down, and Lord, I know you watching over me. These times are getting tough. I do my best trying to manage, but these problems piling up and I can't seem to fucking stand it. Fuel my fire with gasoline, man, I'm slicker than Vaseline. Stick my words in this magazine, light up those who've been napping. See, I'm not playing,
That's it for today. Let me know what you think of this video. I'm trying to do, you know, a video a week or a video every 2 weeks. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know in the comments how you'd rank these 4 knives. I do want to throw out a couple honorable mentions of knives I have not tried yet. Is the Machine Weiss Marion Light, which is an aluminum channel knife, as well as the Patient Zero Balisong modded Lucha, which is not out yet when I'm uploading this video, but it sounds like it will be very soon. I think those 2 would also be really good contenders between these 4. Thank you.